So Florida has a governor who could be president, and we're not talking about Rick Scott or Charlie Crist.
Yeah, that won't happen.
It's our former governor, Jeb Bush. He has a shot at the White House, assuming he didn't order that mess on I-275.
When you were governor, did you ever close any bridges for traffic studies?
Jeb Bush says he's looking at running, and one recent poll shows he's at the top of Republican voters' wish list. And you know that makes his family proud.
I would hope that someone else would run.
Okay, so his own mother says he shouldn't do it. And I know what a lot of you may be thinking. He may be thinking, not another Bush.
And you're working hard to put food on your family.
But here in Florida, we remember how Governor Bush led Florida through a series of hurricanes while President Bush seemed lost.
Brownie, you're doing a heck of a job.
We know the Bush brothers are a little different, and if you look back, you can pick up on the subtle distinctions.
Every child can learn.
Children do learn.
A smart energy policy.
We need an energy bill that encourages consumption.
I visited over 400 Florida schools.
I hear there's rumors on the internets.
That's the essence of education.
And one of the things that I've used on the Google is to pull up maps.
Jeb Bush left office with a much higher approval rating than his brother, and President Bush's stock has improved over time. Remember how Bucs fans were tired of Tony Dungy and then really started to miss him about 5 years later? Well, that same sort of thing may now be happening with the Bush family.
I just like the Bushes.
That name opens doors in the Republican Party.
What stands out?
He's a Bush.
Remember, that Bush name has been on the national Republican ticket 6 out of the past 9 elections.
I like the way that George Bush and his father ran the presidency. I like that.
And after more than 30 years in national politics, people know what that Bush name represents.
I'm not much for Republicans, so is he Republican?
Okay, well, maybe that's a bad example, but Jeb Bush could be the man to beat in the Republican primaries and could deliver Florida, which could swing the election. Voters in other parts of the country may not think we're ready for another Bush. But once again, the Bush brothers are different, and in time, voters in other states may pick up on that.
Our focus every day is whether students are learning.
Rarely is the question asked, is our children learning?
Every child can learn.
Teach a child to read, and he or her will be able to pass a literacy test.
And my brother, well, I love my brother.
Fool me once. Shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again.